Hi, Joe Maggiore, designated broker of Desert Dimensions Properties. I think by now most people realize that the overwhelming majority of home buyers and home renters start their search online. That means that now it is more important than ever before that you have good pictures of your properties. When we are getting ready to list a home for sale or for rent, the conversations that myself and our agents have with our clients tend to be very simple. What we like to instruct people to do is declutter, depersonalize, and clean. Decluttering. When I talk about decluttering, I'm really talking about spaces and flow and things like that, especially important when you're talking about photography. It is extremely important to have things like countertops and closets nowhere near their maximum capacity. We want to showcase the beautiful countertops. We want to showcase the backsplash. We want to have those things not look like they're maxed out. Same thing with closets. We want closets to photograph well, especially since not many of them are huge. So we want to have some open spaces and some things where we can say, look, really we're not using all this space because there's so much space here. Things that have to do with the flow of the home. We want to make sure that furniture is arranged in a way so that, especially when you're photographing the home, you get kind of this piece by piece and you're able to kind of see different areas throughout. But really, you want it to feel like it's not being overwhelmed by the furniture that's in there. If you've got bulky, large furniture or things that are kind of blocking hallways or things like that, move that stuff out of the frame, put that stuff in the garage, make it look like there is plenty of space to move around. Depersonalizing. Now really depersonalizing, especially with regards to photography, that serves two purposes for me. There is a security aspect of it. Nobody needs to see a child's name on the wall in their bedroom where they've got the letters that are up there. Nobody really needs to see family photos that are making their way into the photographs. But also really we want to kind of depersonalize things so that buyers have the opportunity to see what it would be like with them there. You hear very commonly that buyers don't want to picture your family there, your buyers want to picture their family there. And it's very difficult to do that sometimes if there is that overwhelming amount of pictures and kind of that presence that's there. And lastly, clean. The house should be clean, and there's a very specific type of clean you want when you're really getting ready for photography. So things that are reflective surfaces are really important. That is countertops, mirrors, cabinets, things that are going to really pick up when you've got a lot of light coming in, which is typically how you're photographing. Carpets are really important. If you haven't had your carpets cleaned in a very long time, get it done. If they have been cleaned fairly recently, vacuum them right before you take your photos. It doesn't need to be the cleanest that your home has ever been, but it really should be a very specific type of clean to make sure that photographs come across well. There should not be dirt and dust bunnies rolling around. There shouldn't be Christmas lights hanging up on the front if your listing goes through to April or May. So really it's a very particular type of clean that's going to show well in photography. And then of course you maintain that while you're actively marketing a property by kind of giving it that zhuzh before somebody's going to be coming over. Keep your lights on, have it really kind of showcase the fact that you've spruced it up for people. Really, if you follow those three simple rules, keep it decluttered, depersonalized, and clean, especially for your photography, because those things are going to go on for quite a while as you market, you will see a much better turnout. You'll see better traffic. You'll get people that are not pleasantly surprised or shocked when they come in and see something that is so different than the pictures, because ultimately people want to go in and see what is represented in photos. That's how you get good traffic and get it marketed and ultimately find yourself a buyer or a renter. Of course, if you have any questions, we're always here, desertdimensions.com or 480-270-5355. I'm Joe Maggiore. Thanks.